Hi, my name is Heidi Larson. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Counseling and Student Development. Graduate students and myself worked on a research project involving high school students preparing for the ACT test. Our goal was to train them on relaxation techniques in order to help them perform to their best ability on the ACT exam. This specific study involved a 5-week training program in which they learned deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and also how to implement chewing gum in order to help lower and manage their level of test anxiety. One of the benefits of working here at EIU is working with graduate students who enrich the research experience and bring new awareness and insights to the project. In addition to the experimental study we conducted, we also followed up with high school students to hear what they felt were the benefits of participating in this 5-week study.
We have been going over there for the last 5 weeks, and it's been a wonderful experience getting to know the students and teaching them these different breathing relaxation techniques, muscle relaxation techniques, and then offering them the chance to voice feedback as well each day.
My experience was a really positive one. I really enjoyed going to work with the students and seeing how they experience test anxiety and seeing how our research study could help them.
It was a really enjoyable experience. I had a lot of fun, and I felt like I learned a lot from it, and I really felt like the students benefited from it too. So overall, it was a really great thing to be involved with.
I would say the part that was most beneficial to me was working with the students, forming relationships with them, because before we went into the deep breathing or the progressive muscle relaxation, I would always take time with the students to talk to them, to check in with them, find out how their weeks are going.
Definitely the working with students, I really enjoyed teaching the students the different techniques. It was very rewarding to have them say, at the very end, how it helped them, how it was meaningful for them.
The hardest part of being part of the study was definitely heightening the students' anxiety before we got into the deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation. The goal of that was to have them as anxious as they would be entering the test, so they'd be able to use the techniques then as well. But as someone who's studying to be a counselor, it was hard to put them in that position and not want to help them through the anxiety that they were experiencing.
I think the hardest part of the study was when students were kind of reluctant or resistant to go along with the study, and they were kind of just there for their own benefits and getting out of PE and things like that, where they weren't really interested in helping us find really good, tangible results for the study. That was kind of difficult, getting them motivated to do that. But through that, I learned how to build rapport and build relationships with students who aren't necessarily the most cooperative, because I'm sure in the future, as I do research, there will be times like that where everything doesn't work out perfectly. So kind of jumping through those hoops was difficult, but a good learning experience.
One of the things that I learned about myself is that I actually do enjoy research. Coming from my background, research wasn't always the most pleasant thing to be involved in, but I found that I can participate in research. I can help other people in research, and that I can also gain something from it myself. So overall, I really enjoyed it, and just coming out of this with that mindset is something I guess that I benefited from.
I would say what I've learned about myself is that I enjoy research, probably more than I thought I would, and how beneficial this can be, both research and the relaxation part of it, because by doing the research, we are able to generalize information and help other people, but then the relaxation part, I can use that with other clients, I can use that with myself, and that's a really good tool to have. So the qualitative piece was really cool because you got to hear firsthand from the students what they got from it. And so I really enjoyed that because, you know, during the 5 weeks you are implementing this technique, but then other than a little bit of conversation, you don't know how it's affecting them. But hearing their feedback and hearing them say, oh, it's helping me in this area, and I've generalized it to other anxiety, and I've used it to help me fall asleep at night, you know, that's really cool and really powerful because that makes me feel like, oh, you know, we've really been helping these students.
So during the interview, it was really nice having the students talk about how they actually did use it in other areas aside from school, how they used it at home when they were trying to go to bed, actually also during their other classes when they were trying to alleviate stress due to different tests. So it was really amazing just kind of hearing the widespread use. Mm-hmm.